This is an extract from the Leader Coronavirus Daily podcast by the Evening Standard and hosted by me, David Marsland. To hear the whole thing, search for it on your podcast provider. I've nipped into the garden for this bit because one of the unspoken advantages of working at home in lockdown is being able to sneak outside when the sun is shining. And isn't it just today? It's hitting 31 degrees centigrade in some places, but will it last to the weekend or even until those lockdown restrictions are lifted? Well, joining me now is Netweather forecaster Jo Farrow. So Jo, how long is this going to last for?
Well, we've got the heat and sunshine today and tomorrow, so Thursday, but then changes starting Friday morning. So not very long.
What sort of changes are we looking at?
Well, we've got this real heat and humid air at the moment. So temperatures into the 30s, really quite hot, maybe uncomfortable for some. There's also thunderstorms brewing, so some excitement. They're coming in Thursday night for the southwest of Britain, but they should be across the London area by Friday morning. So there's a thunderstorm warning already out from the Met Office. And with those, there's the risk of torrential rain, so some surface water flooding, even flash flooding, hail, lots of lightning and gusty winds as they move through.
So we're looking for some pretty interchangeable weather over the next couple of days. I'm always fascinated in how this happens. Where's it coming from?
There's a bit of a thought that if you have several days of real heat and humidity here in the UK, often it does end up with a thunderstorm. So you've got this very unstable air and having all that very warm air, often with a lot of moisture in it. In the end, often we do end up with these thunderstorms, and this very warm, humid air is being added to go through Thursday from some air coming up from Spain and France. And often as it comes up across, say, the Channel, picks up even more moisture and we get these storms.
You've said that some people might be very uncomfortable in this weather today. Will the temperatures hit that point when it can become a little bit dangerous?
There's already a warning out from Public Health England, so it's just a kind of alert for health professionals to be prepared that some people may already be finding this quite uncomfortable, and if you've got health conditions, then to maybe rest inside. I mean, at the minute we've got this heat and humidity, very high UV, so everybody should be taking care of the sun. There's also moderate pollution and very high pollen, so that might be causing people discomfort anyway.
Yes, I get hay fever, and it has been pretty torturous actually for the last few days, I have to say. I think what a lot of people will be thinking today is, will this weather last, or will it come back on July 4th when the lockdown restrictions are going to be eased? Can we be, and the pubs are open, can we be heading out to the pub in glorious sunny weather, Jo?
Well, back in spring, so that meteorologically are the months of March, April, May, had the sunniest spring on record in the UK. So in lockdown, there was a bit of a joke that we're going to get all of this amazing weather. It was really dry as well. And the minute we were allowed to function a bit more, that the weather would change. So we did see a bit of a change for June as things were easing. July 4th is a little bit far ahead, and at the minute the themes that we look at for the summer are still quite mixed, so it doesn't look like there will be a very long dry spell of heat perhaps by July that we'll see still these mixtures, so times when it's very warm, very pleasant, great to get out, but then still some interruptions and a bit cooler.
Search for the Leader Coronavirus Daily on any podcast provider to hear more from the podcast.